Class will be held for the English version and English medium students. And our first class I have been already provided that. And so let's move on the second part. That is part of utility. So different economics define the utility different ways, but I think that you have to know basic thing of the utility and economics. First one, what is the utility? Utility means the ability of any goods and service to satisfy human wants. If like any goods and service have ability to satisfy our wants, because we have unlimited wants, then the ability of this product is called its utility. So we can define the utility and diversify utility in different ways. First one is like place to place utility. For example, like any goods and service in the place has no value or less value. Then if you came into urban, then it will be able to make more people satisfaction. That will be called place to place utility. And there is time to time utility. Like for example, something is not available at that moment, but if you store, then in future it will able to satisfy more. That is called time utility. For example, a farmer, we know that produce many goods and service in seasonal, because we are the like country that farmer have to produce in seasonal food more and more. Then they have no value at the moment, but if they store and future they sell like paddy, then they will able to satisfy more and more. That is called the time utility. And service utility, so say for example, I'm working as a restaurant as a part-time worker, or doing something like car driving, etc., and earning money, so I'm a labor. But if I complete my graduation from economics or any subject, then I provide something that is related to my profession, that will be called service utility. And there is a ownership utility. Something may not have available to yourself or to you or me, but it may have value another person. If the products change the ownership and the satisfy of another person, that it call be ownership utility. And there is form utility. Like for example, ownership utility basically from one things to another things. Like we wood or bamboo collect from our forest, then we try to make furniture and provide that is what will be from utility. So this is the basically of the basic things of the utility, and you have to know. And other is that we can define the utility is the level of utility, level of satisfaction. So like total utility, marginal utility, average utility. So in different books you will find it is called in initial utility. You will find. Okay, so let me define everything. I will not write everything in the black books, but I will try to make you understand. Please try to understand what is total utility. Total utility, like you consume a lot of goods and service. For example, you will make eat an apple, then 2 apple, 3 apple, and after that you will find some utility. Like the measurement of utility, there are two different ways, so I will describe later. First one, like you will find three level of satisfaction, then 4 level of satisfaction, sorry, 2 level, then 1 level. If we add up all of the levels of satisfaction, we will find the total utility. So there is formula of Adam or finding of total utility, like is a marginal utility 1 plus marginal utility 2 plus marginal utility and values. Okay, if we add up all the utility of marginal, then we'll find the total utility. Okay, so basically we have to know that is very important in marginal utility. So what is the marginal utility? Marginal means in economics that an additional unit of anything. So margin, if as we are talking about the marginal utility, so marginal utility means that if you consume any extra product or extra things, that you will find the level of satisfaction, and extra level of satisfaction is called marginal utility. So there is one formula of marginal utility, like delta T U divided by delta Q. Another is the average utility. If we divide the total utility by the quantity of we consume any goods and service, that will find the average utility or initial. Another books that is called an initial utility, but we are talking about the average utility. Okay, so for example, if I give an example, please let me write. For example, I have eat one apple, so I find 5 level of satisfaction, 2 apple, 3 level of satisfaction, 2 level of satisfaction. If I add up all, then I will find total utility. If I add up, so for example, 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus equal 10, so total utility equal to 10. If I want to find out marginal utility, then I have to use a formula like delta q by delta tu by delta q. So what is the mean delta q? Delta means change. So what is the change of total utility? Like for example, I want to find the total marginal utility of between two goods. So what is the total utility? First one, like if I find out the total utility, sorry, total utility equal 10, but another graph is total utility equal 5. If I add up those 8, if I add up this 10, so basically this is the total utility. So we are trying to find out the marginal utility, that is called MR, marginal utility. So how we can find marginal utility? Like we want between two those to those goods, then we have to subtract total utility, because it's a change. Total utility 10 minus 8, and quantity, so there is quantity of 3 minus 2. So basically we are finding the marginal utility equal to 2, like 10 minus 8 equal to 2. So marginal utility equal to 2. Okay, and we are trying to find out abundance utility. Abundance utility equal, if you find to this, then or this, like this, the total utility equal 8 divided by quantity equal to 2. So if we divide it, then we'll find 4. So here is total utility equal 10, marginal utility equal to 2, and average utility equal to 4. So this all about the basic things of the utility, and I will describe and I will explain in the next class. So please keep with us. Thank you very much.